the chilling without any long-term plan, especially when you're young. When you're young in your 20s and 30s, that's a period that you can really hustle.
The most important thing is grabbing the opportunity. You know one thing, when you buy a car, everybody sees it. When you buy land in the bush, nobody sees it.
I know it may sound like
Motivational speech.
a motivational speech, but that's not what it is.
Right. I mean, off camera, you were talking about how you put up your house and all that, and the experiences of yourself and your friends, right? It looks like today a lot of people think that building houses takes a lot of money, but it takes a certain level of discipline, planning, proper planning and wisdom, right? So maybe just share your experiences so that people who are watching can also be inspired to do something.
Well, I believe that you need to have an idea of what you want and where you're going in life. You don't have all the resources. As young people coming up, you always have an opportunity. The most important thing is grabbing the opportunity. So let's say, for example, we got a plot of land in Accra, around very far, thereabout. Friends were like, oh, I don't want to build now. I want to buy a car. I want to have fun. I want to do stuff. I said, no, let's just do something small. So that's what I did.
Okay.
And
what was your plan?
My plan was to have a small build, something that I could stop paying rent and stay there and then build upon that.
Okay.
So just a small 1-bedroom place, did something small on it, and we moved in. In a matter of 3 years, we're able to put up the main structure.
Wow.
So the problem here is that people go through a process where they want a lot of money to do that thing, but you don't even have the means to do it. So start small. Do what you can do with the little income that you're receiving, even if it's just a whole year. You budget, let's say, 50,000 Ghana cedis. You can actually do something with that. Within a short period of time, you have a place to lay your head. But guys want to get big money, they want to do all sorts of things, and it's not working.
It's not working, Charlie.
It's not working. For example, we had a friend who, when I was doing my national service those days, he's called Spanky. He used to sell fridges at Kanishi.
Okay.
And we had a nice conversation. One day he went like, do you know I'm building my house? I was like, really? And he said, you know one thing, when you buy a car, everybody sees it. When you buy land in the bush, nobody sees it. Now he has about 5 or 6 buildings rented out for people, and he started small.
Okay.
So the whole idea is start small, you grow gradually, and then you get there.
I agree.
That's the plan.
Because for me, when I was, working, and one thing that one of my supervisors told me that till date, has really touched my life and shaped the way I look at things was, he called me one day, I don't know what was happening, and he just told me that, Charlie, he has really regretted how he has lived his life, because all his peers that he started work with, Charlie, all of them have been able to build houses. But he's still living at Adenta housing in those apartments, 2-bedroom house, and sometimes people are pounding fufu on the top floor and things like that. Like, he can't have his peace of mind. But when he looks back at his life, because he was working in the bank, he's got some solid money passing through his hands. He was at a managerial level, but he says, Charlie, 10 times, when I get money, I want to impress girls and things. Then I'll go to UK, take pictures. So every year, I'm not saying going to UK and traveling and stuff is bad, but the chilling without any long-term plan, especially when you're young. When you're young in your 20s and 30s, that's a period that you can really hustle.
Yes.
I mean, if you make mistakes, there's enough time to recover and things like that. But actually, the young boys of today, so many things are just wrong in the way they think and all that, and it's sad.
I think it's because of how we are oriented. We think we need to work hard, impress people, show off the big homes.
Okay.
The mindset is start small, grow.
Right.
Majority of the time, people try to impress other people.
No need. It's just no need.
The years of regret is when you sit back and you remember, I made so much money and I couldn't do this thing.
Oh, Charlie, you have nothing to show for. And you are renting. Charlie, nowadays when I see rent cost and the 2 years advance, it's wild though.
But you have friends coming to you asking you for money. To go and pay for rent. When they had the opportunity to build maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they didn't. They bought cars, they went on trips. Today, they need 70K to pay for a 4-bedroom house to stay with their wife and kids. That's the reality. So I believe that when you are single, when you are not married, take the opportunity to stress yourself enough to put something down.
Right.
And then by the time the kids come, by the time there's a family, you have something comfortable to put them all in.
No, Charlie, Benji won't talk something. Benji for come. Charlie, Benji, come and tell
I
us.
hear you. I hear you. I hear
Tell
you.
us, Chairman.
I hear you. I hear you.
Sir.
Look, I think I've heard everything you guys have said, and I think it's great. But I also think that it's so important that people seek to find their purpose, because your purpose will give you fulfillment. It's as basic as ever, but it's so difficult for most people to find their purpose. A lot of people just go with the flow. Of course, I understand today there's so much pressure on social media, etc. Even culturally in our environments, we tend to put a lot of pressure on people, so they aspire to do certain things they are not ready for.
Yeah.
Money is good, living is also good, but finding your purpose is much better. And I think everybody should use time to introspect. So, for example, we've spoken about you and where you aspire to be.
Yeah.
You get your joy from the digital space. It's something you've been doing for a while. And now you're very clear in your mind, this is where you want to go. It could be as simple as wanting to be a carpenter, or as simple as even repackaging fruits, veggies, whatever it is. I remember I saw this story of a guy who's selling Hausa cocoa somewhere in the Volta region. For what he's earning, the joy he gets out of what he's doing, it's helped him to drive his passion into building things up, which has helped make his life a lot better. It should be the same for everybody. Let's push the young ones to be purposeful and intentional. Because once you're intentional in doing that, nothing becomes a job anymore.
It becomes easier.
It becomes easier.
Very easy.
I know it may sound like
Motivational speech.
a motivational speech, but that's not what it is. It's my reality.
Yes.
I've gone through my own. You've gone through yours.
I share.
And you guys are far younger than me.
I share similarities in that. Years back when I used to be in the banking sector.
Oh, you also in the bank?
Yes. And I realized one thing. I wasn't happy. Because here you are at the end of the year, the board goes, oh, you did so well, you guys are doing good. Here's a bonus for you guys. But there was nothing tangible for me to look at and say, we did that. We did that. So on my adventures of trying to find out what I wanted to do, I helped a friend out doing one of my leaves.
Okay.
And I helped him put up a structure for one of these companies. And ever since that day, anytime I drive past that place, I go, Charlie, we did that thing. Oh.
That's your day one.
And from that day, I realized that, no, I'm in the wrong place. And that's how I started finding joy in seeing things in the mind's eye, coming up for other people to see what you can do. And that's where my joy is. So just as Benji is saying, you need to find what makes you happy, what your passion is, and follow it.
Yeah.
Because that is what is going to drive you to the next level. That's what's going to make people come close to you and find out what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be unique.
Because we're all born with unique talents. And everybody's talents can take you places. But of course, back to your point about people saving money, etc. In finding your purpose, you still must realize that, look, you are not going to be young every day. You're going to get old. So you also need to put something little away, as basic as where you will sleep, as basic as how you'll be able to look after yourself, and as basic as how you'll be able to have a decent life. We are not talking billions. We're talking being able to move from point A to point B, pay your medical bills, etc. Because that's what life is about. Everybody requires dignity. Everybody requires a space that they feel comfortable in. And what else can you ask for of life?
Charlie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Benji. Thank you, Dwight.
Thanks for having us.
These are serious, open conversations. If you enjoy this kind of comments, share your own experiences in the comments below. And if you want more of such content, let us know so that we make more. Thanks, be brave.